Welcome everybody to Easy E's Reviews, where we be reviewing movies, TV shows, and movie trailers. Today's episode 1. Very excited to share this all new venture with you, so let's get to it. First of all, I just want to say what we're going to be doing here is reviewing movies both past and present. Because a good film never really ages, no matter what. 10 years from now, 30 years from now, a good film will always be considered a good film, and I don't think we should forget them just because they're left in the past. They'll always hold weight, and especially in this time and day and age, majority of everybody got Fire Sticks or a box where you can pull up the film or any kind of movie or TV show with just, a few clicks of a button. You don't have to go to Best Buy or any kind of Walmart to buy the DVD. You can watch it if it's at your fingertips, so that makes it a lot easier to review these movies, and as well for the viewers to go look these movies up and watch them. So without further ado, let's get to it. Episode uno will be, first off, we're going to be reviewing the show Ozark on Netflix, created by Bill Dumke and Mark Williams, stars Jason Bateman and Laura Linney. Basically, it comes like this. It's based around a Chicago-based financial advisor who's been secretly money laundering and washing money for the cartel. When shit goes south, he has to secretly pick his family up and move to a rural area somewhere in the back sticks of Missouri and try to fix what went wrong by moving $8 million, I believe, of cartel money and cleaning it within the local businesses. The problem with the character Marty Bird is that out of all the back redneck towns he could have moved to, he moved to the one place that has more problems than a pregnant teenager. Just sucks, and it causes him to get in all kinds of shenanigans. The story itself it holds weight as of if you're really into like a lot of action, a lot of shoot 'em up, bang 'em up, you get bored easy. I don't suggest this show for you. This is a great drama. The only thing, it's got a slow start, and it starts to pick up in about episode 2, and then at the beginning of 3, as I would say, is when I started to get hooked. The story, it has its hits and misses, but for the most part, one thing that I really truly liked about this story is that the characters were believable. Marty Bird and his family, they all seemed really believable. There was a lot of that. The bad, both good and bad characters come into the play. The thing is, with this one is, I would say give it a chance. If you're not into this type of shows, give it a chance regardless, because these things can still hook you. I decided to give it a chance because I heard so many people raving about it and talking about it, so I figured, why not? Let's see what they have to offer. So in that sense, it really is a good storyline, and it picks up as it gets deeper in because it invites new characters, and it just crossing paths, and everybody seems to be finagling and twisting at one another to get what they want. It also has a lot of great flip-flop characters. One, for instance, I won't mention until you watch the show. A flip-flop character basically comes to the fact that it's one of those characters you hate at the beginning of the show. You can't stand them. You want them off the show, killed off, whatever it is, as soon as possible. But then later on, you see they're actually good for the lead character, and they contribute a lot to their success in the storyline as it goes along. So as of the storyline, I'm going to go ahead and say great storyline. Stick with it. If you get bored within the first 2 episodes like I did, don't stop. Keep going with it. As of everything else, a lot of the hate and stuff that I see on the show coming from different people watching it is actually people hating on Jason Bateman. Now, I don't understand this, to be honest. I think Jason Bateman did a hell of a good job with this character. He portrayed Marty Bird perfect, and another thing is Jason Bateman not only is playing their character, he's also directed numerous episodes on season 1. So it shows his commitment to the show. It shows his commitment to the season and where it's going to go. A lot of actors, they just want to show up, get a paycheck, play the character, and dip out. But it shows that, he's committed to this as a long-term project because he cares where this character goes. So, that even gives it more pleasure to watch, if you're into that sort of shit. But other than that, just people being nitpickers, they just don't like Jason Bateman for whatever reason. I think he's perfect for the role. Let's be honest, Jason Bateman, the next 007, no, he's not going to hop out a black Cadillac with a Glock 49 putting it upside somebody's head. But, you got to give him the benefit of the doubt. This character, he can pull off. He can do this. It's basically, he's a smart, dumb guy. A ton of them out there. We know one. You're watching one. So, as of that, I'd say, but, don't listen to the critics. Jason Bateman is a badass. You've seen him in a lot of other stuff. He could play funny, he could play happy, he could play sad. You know, you just kind of see a roller coaster of his character in this, where you see all of it. He has his little bit of funny, he has a little bit of tough guy, but it's not over the top where it's unbelievable. But I get it. I get it. I really do. Sometimes there's just that one actor you can't stand no matter what, and you just get grotesque every time you see him. For me, it's actually Matthew Broderick. I can't handle the dude. I can't stomach the dude. He drives me nuts. You know, those little popped out eyeballs on his baby face. If you don't know who he is, he's the actor from Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Cable Guy. Ruin those movies because they're great, but he's a shitty actor. I just can't like him. I don't like his voice. I don't like anything about him. He's always trying to pushing to be super funny when he's not. But I mean, nothing against him. I'm sure he's a great guy. I'm sure he hugs his kids, pays his bills, and tips his waiters. But when I see him on screen, I just want to, he'll pick him, drag him outside, and break his teeth off on the curb. But that's neither nor here nor there. It's not about his shitty little acting career. We're coming back to Ozark. Now, Ozark has, I'm going to say, a slow start, but a strong finish. And it was actually one of those unpredictable storylines and plots where as you were watching, I kind of struggled. I'm pretty good with watching stuff and trying to figure it out. You know, the viewer's always trying to be a step ahead of the writer, and the writer has to be 2 steps in front of the viewer to keep the show interesting. We're always trying to figure shit out before we even get to the point of the payoff. But in this show, I must say, there was a few times I didn't see something coming, or I didn't see this character coming into play with that. So it kept the show fresh, it kept it interesting, and as well as there's almost no, you know, not a lot of gun violence or a lot of, you know, there is that in the show. It still keeps you on your edge of your seat. The last 3 episodes, I mean, made you feel some type of way. If you haven't seen it, it definitely had your heart pumping, had you on the edge of the seat. So I enjoyed every minute of it. And then the payoff then, you know, the season finale was hell of a, like a, oh shit, you know, put you in that type of position. But it was great. I enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to season 2. So if you're in the mood looking for a new show, definitely try Ozark. It's only on Netflix, or if you have one of those boxes, you can pull up and watch it. It's worth it. It's about 12 episodes long, each episode running 50 plus minutes, so not too bad. You get a lot of, you know, presence on that, watching that. So definitely give it a chance. You know, if you're like me, you get bored quick, just don't pump the brakes. Don't make that U-turn. Just if you have enough patience, get past the first 2 episodes. The payoff is worth it in the end. I kid you not. Episodes 3 and 4, it really hits strong, and it keeps pushing and keeps tunneling deeper. So as of that ado, I'm gonna go ahead and give Ozark 2 pink fingers. That's the rating system here. I'm gonna give it 2 pink fingers because it's just a great show. The writing is great, the characters are great, and the drama is just air thin good. It keeps your nerves, works on your nerves, where he wants you to almost binge watch. And that's just my opinion. Some people may watch it, say, what the hell is this being, or no, but this is my opinion. So if you are interested, definitely check out Ozark. It is definitely worth watching. I was going to give it, you know, the 2 fingers rating system, which is the highest rating system we got on this show, and the one in the pink, you know, one in the stink rating system, because it does have a first 2 episodes slow start in my opinion. But you know what, I'm gonna get rid of the pinky stink and give it the 2 fingers up in the pink, because it was just overall the payoff. The last 3 episodes put you in some kind of mood where you're just like, you didn't see where it's coming, where it's going, and I love that shit when it's in that type of setting. So in that, dude, I'd say allow yourself to give it a chance. Ozark, starring Jason Bateman and Laura Linney. Great show. A little slow start, like I said, but great. Other than that, you know, we're going to be reviewing another episode of a TV show that I just started watching. So that one's actually, I'm actually really pleased with what I'm starting on this new episode. We'll be talking to that later on. Our next episode is going to go over a movie trailer. Should be coming in a few weeks. They just showed it on the Super Bowl, so I'll go ahead and review that trailer, and we'll talk what we think about that one. If you have any more ideas, or you have a movie or a show you want me to review or talk about on this, just hit me up, drop something in the comment section. You can find us on Facebook under my profiles, and you Snapchat, all this will also be uploaded on YouTube. So just look for Easy E's reviews or TV show movie reviews. You should have no problem finding us. Archer the mascot up there with the red X on his mouth because he'd be spitting that hot venom. So until then, people, thanks for tuning in on Easy E's reviews, and we appreciate it. Have a good night.